Here are the top stories in Jamaica today's The Week That Was. Ruel Reid and his co-accused charged. JUTC driver charged with murder. New NHT board announced. Phillips road campaign kicked off in Clarendon. Danusia Francis qualifies for the 2020 Olympic Games. And gold for Buju's Til Shiloh album. Hello, I am Vaughan Thorpe. And we begin with local news. The major organized and anti-corruption agency MOCA and the Constabulary Financial Unit of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division CTOC on Wednesday conducted a simultaneous operation at 4 locations in Kingston, St. Catherine and St. Anne. The operation commenced at 5 a.m. and targeted the main suspects implicated in a multi-million-dollar corruption and fraudulent schemes perpetrated at the Ministry of Education, Caribbean Maritime University CMU, and other government entities falling under the portfolio of responsibility of Mr. Ruel Reid, former Senator and Minister of Government. 5 persons were taken into custody and charged following coordinated raids by the police. They are Ruel Reid, charged under the Corruption and Prevention Act, the Proceeds of Crime Act, as well as for conspiracy to defraud. Reid's wife Sharon and daughter Sherelle were hit with the same charges. Also charged with corruption and under the Proceeds of Crime Act and conspiracy to defraud is Professor Fritz Pinnock, head of the CMU. Kim Brown Lawrence, JLP councillor for Brownstown, was charged with conspiracy to defraud and possession of the criminal property. The accused appeared in court on Thursday, October 10. Reid secured bail in the amount of $3 million, his wife $1 million, his daughter $500,000, and the bail for Professor Fritz Pinnock, Reid's co-accused, was set at $2 million, while Councillor Kim Brown Lawrence also secured bail in the amount of $1 million. Ruel Reid and his co-accused are required to report to the police on Wednesdays and Saturdays between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. January 23 is the next mentioned date. The former JUTC driver implicated in the stabbing death of taxi operator Aquino Britton on September 23 have been charged with murder. Reports are that on September 23, an altercation developed between 39-year-old Oral Clark of a Kingston 11 address and Britton, who was stabbed to death on Washington Boulevard. Clark turned himself into the police following the death of Britton, and he was charged with murder on Friday, October 4. The stabbing death of Britton later led to what police said was a reprisal killing of a JUTC driver also in St. Andrew. The incidents sparked a 2-day shutdown of the public transport system as JUTC drivers expressed fear for their lives in the midst of threats. A new 12-member board of the National Housing Trust NHT has been named. Minister with Portfolio Responsibility for Information Carl Samuda said the board will be chaired by Lennox Channa. The other members include Senator Cavan Gale, Durham Dixon, Senator Kerenshaw Gale, Granville Valentine, Sergeant Petray Rowe, O'Neill Grant, Nestor Claire Smith Hunter, Jeffrey Hall, Colin Barnett, David Wan, and Ryan Parks. Mr. Samuda told the post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House in St. Andrew on Wednesday, October 9, that the appointments will span 3 years and became effective on September 9 and will last until September 8, 2022. Finally, in local news, opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips began his The Road with Peter meetings in Clarendon on Wednesday. The tour started in Chapelton, then continued to Summerfield, Pennants, Frankfield to later conclude in Spalding. The Road with Peter road tour is a strategic move for the People's National Party, as the JLP Member of Parliament for Central Clarendon, Pernell Charles, might not contest the next general elections. The tours are aiming to allow Phillips to meet, speak, and engage people from all walks of life as he embarks on his quest to win the support of Jamaicans for both himself and his party. The next general elections are constitutionally due by February 2021. However, it can be called earlier by the current Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. In sports, Jamaican gymnast Danusia Francis has qualified for an individual spot in the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo. The British-born Francis earned one of the 20 automatic qualifying spots at the ongoing FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Stuttgart, Germany. The 25-year-old athlete becomes only the second Jamaican to qualify for gymnastics at the Olympics, joining Tony and Williams, who did so at the 2016 Games in Rio, Brazil. And in entertainment, reggae icon Mark Buju Banton Myrie continued to reap rewards from his timeless catalogue of music. Buju's Til Shiloh album is now officially certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA, for sales over 500,000 copies in the United States on September 27, 2019. The album, which was released in 1995, is a compilation of smash hits, including Till I'm Laid to Rest, Murderer, Champion, Untold Stories, and Wanna Be Loved. The album debuted at 148 on the US Billboard 200 chart and also debuted at 27 on the US Top R&B and Hip Hop Albums chart. And those are the top stories in Jamaica Today's The Week That Was. Join us next week on our website at jamaicatoday.com and at My Jamaica Today on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for another roundup. I am Vaughn Thorpe.